Yo, what up, hey, how you doing, guys? My name is Sangiev. Today we're back with another video. I know it's been a while, however I was waiting on a few things, but that's my excuse, so let's just hop straight into it. As you saw from the title, today we've got some new shoes. 3 new shoes to be particular. 2 of them are sneakers, 1 of them is a pair of boots. I'm finding a lot of pieces, especially the ones that are currently in store, to be extremely boring. There's nothing really that really excites me, so I usually spend a lot of time on online retailers. Nowadays I find myself spending a lot more time on Grailed and on eBay and just searching for the pieces that I really want from a couple of years ago, a couple of seasons ago, trying to tick those boxes as opposed to get something new just for the sake of it. Sticking with that theme, the 3 shoes today are older pieces, and we're going to start off with shoe numero 1, and that is going to be the CDG Plus Nike collaboration dunks. The see-through dunks, the transparent dunks. I don't know what you want to, I don't actually know what the actual, if there is a name for it. I think people just refer these as the CDG dunks. I've had this pair of shoes on my wish list for a while now. I think it was initially introduced during the Spring Summer 16 show. It didn't get released until early 2017. Correct me if I'm wrong, which makes this shoe 2 years old now. Kept in a fairly decent condition, to be honest with you. I think there's a few floating in a DS condition, but the prices are just redonkulous. What else is there to say? There is a white midsole. I'm not a sneakerhead. Like, white bottom, black leather detailing, and then do you see this transparent PVC panels throughout. At the back you've got this foaming detail as well, which initially I think was meant to be ice blue, and then obviously with where it's going to yellow a tiny bit, it's still fairly ice blue, but then there's mixtures of yellow gradients on top. You'll be able to see them more closer on the B-roll. Super nice shoes, man. I decided to stay true to size with a UK 7, European 41, US 8. That is my true shoe size, especially when it comes to sneakers. Glad to finally have them in my collection, and one, much like everything else today, one that I hope to keep in it for a very long time. Moving on to sneaker number 2, shoe number 2, and this one, boy, we have the talk about overpowered lighting. We've got the 2008 spring summer 2008, I believe, milk dunks from Owens. You guys might have seen a meme or 2 floating about with regards to the piss yellow soles, and this very much, I mean, they're not piss yellow, this is more of like a beigey yellow, but it's getting there. So those of you that aren't aware, Rick, prior to the current silhouette of the Geobasket, actually that's a lie, silhouette is very much similar to the current one anyway. There's just some minor details with regards to Geobaskets and the dunks from the 2000, I think the period was from 2006 to 2008. That was a period that Rick Owens showcased these shoes. Obviously they were heavily inspired by Nike. Nike saw the shoes, wasn't too keen with it, so Nike gave Ricky Boy the cease and desist and had to stop productions on them, hence why the value in these puppies is so high. A pair of shoe that's well over 10 years old, has obviously gone through a lot of wear, but still has plenty more to go. Like, there isn't any major tears or anything like that. Super long life, incredible design detailing, and once again a bit of a collector's item, if I may say so myself. Now this pair might surprise a lot of you just because I'm not the biggest sneakerhead or sneaker guy in general, but I think these are iconic. They're beautiful shoes that can be styled really well in my opinion, but also the iconic element to it was definitely a contributing factor as to why I copped it. Now obviously Rick Owens has this very uniformed look, and all you have to do is just look at street style pictures or anybody that really wears Rick to find how they would pair something like this. Now me personally, and I know I'm gonna get flamed for this since the whole purpose of this shoe was to show you how the grotesque nature and the sort of the caricature of the Nike shoes, you know, people would tuck their trousers or sweatpants into the boots and it looks good. Like, I've worn it like that, it looks sick. I was well surprised because I'm not usually the biggest fan of tucking stuff into sneakers, but I personally still think that I'm going to be pairing them up with some trousers and jeans that will kind of go over it. We'll see. This is definitely a pair that I'm super gassed up to have in my collection, and I'm very much looking forward to just experimenting, explore various styles and just make it my own. Which leads us to shoe number 3. It's a pair of boots. Once again, it might come as a surprise to some of you. It's actually been a brand that I've been aware of for a very long time. I'm not gonna lie to you, I've never really thought to really take a look at it, just because I always thought of it as like, okay cool, one day, not for now. But you know, I finally reached the final circle of hell, as that picture might depict, which is a meme that many of you guys have seen, and we have a pair of the CCP, so Carol Christian Poel, I don't know how you pronounce it, prosthetic boots. Boy, are these fire. Man, are they sick. Okay, let me just pop one down, talk about one. Yes, boys, I've joined the final circle. I am now that ultimate clout monster with these. You know, if you don't have a pair of CCPs, just don't talk to me. SLP Wyatt, you. Calvin Klein, you. Andes, actually I still love you, so don't worry. But CCP boys, we out here. Okay. Do not be one of them. In fact, before I even talk about this shoe, I want to quickly address people that, and I've come across a few of you guys, as in not in real life, but just I've come across people like this online where they fucked a lot with a particular sense of style. Say streetwear, like wearing Fear of God and Yeezys and Babes and all sorts of shit, and then they get hooked on Rick Owens and all these avant-garde, dark, artisanal designers. Next thing you know, they spend all their money on that, which is perfectly fine and that's cool. Do whatever you want to do, but then they will sit on this high horse and think that they're above everyone else and just like, you're not wearing Rick, you're not wearing CCP or just Guidi or whoever these other artisanal designers are, you're not good enough. Suck a d. Do you know what I mean? Like, don't be a prick, let people enjoy themselves and discover what they like. Prices for me with regards to CCP were always extortionate. In fact, I was only able to cop this pair of boots because I was able to come across an amazing gentleman by the name of Rasmus who let them go for a fairly decent price. We worked out on a trade and the boy hooked it up, which by the way, if you wish to check out his Grail listing because he's got some absolute fire, check out in the description box down below. Boots itself, boy, Sanj, crack on mate. Prosthetic boots. Now this was originally a sort of grey-ish colorway that has been dyed to a black. Incredible detailing on the sides. As you can see, you've got some metal bits protruding, which kind of almost like this bionic foot. Basically, you've got a twisted zipper in the back, this button closure detailing on top where you can leave the zipper fastened. Incredibly slim shaft. Now the sizing in CCP shoes is kind of all over the place. Apparently it varies from boots to derbies. And now in general, my personal rule of thumb is designer shoes are always sized down by one. It's what I've done, be it my SLPs, my Balenciagas, anything I size down by one except for Calvin Klein's. Those I stay true to size in a size 41, right? And these I decided to size down by one. Now unfortunately, because the guy that sold it to me wasn't the first time buyer, he wasn't too sure with regards to the sizing. Basically in the dyeing process, this shoe has stretched from a European 39 to what I believe is a European 40, which is one size down from my European 41. The right pair of boots fits beautifully. The left pair is very snug. So I'm definitely going to be struggling at first, but I'm hoping that with more wear, they will soften, they will stretch. Eventually they'll fit perfectly. They feature a kangaroo leather, which is extremely supple, extremely soft, very surprising, literally folds like a piece of paper. Now, one thing I'm super looking forward to as well, obviously it's been professionally dyed, so this won't happen straight away. In fact, it might never happen. But because it isn't the original dye, I'm hoping that with enough wear, the more you beat it up, you might see signs of the previous color come through the black, which I think might look awesome on this pair of boots. Especially, as you can see, it's a very rugged look to it, and it would complement the metal detailing that are poking out of the shoe very well. You've got a massive piece by the ankle, 2 bits by the toe box. Really, this is definitely, or at least in my opinion, the first of many. I'd like to think so. I think the boots are extremely well constructed, and I was reading up about CCP in general, and someone had mentioned, and I completely agree with this, that this was a boot designed by a fashion designer as opposed to a boot made by a shoemaker. And what I mean by that is, although this is well constructed, there is elements of it which don't make a lot of sense with regards to design wise, function wise, aesthetically pleasing design wise and function wise, perhaps not the best move, such as the twisted zipper. Looks amazing. Practicality wise, zippers don't do well in a twist or in a shape other than it being fairly straight. You know, just the way that some of the toe box detail sits, the heel block, just various little things like that. Now that's not to say that this is a badly constructed shoe. It's an incredible shoe, one that I'm super gassed to have in my collection, but it might not necessarily be the most comfortable. I think that's what I'm trying to go with this point, basically. If you're going for comfort, just explore these other boots first before taking a leap into CCP. As I said, I hope that this is the first of many. There's a couple of shoes and boots, derbies, and this other pair of boots that look incredible but just ridiculously overpriced. Like, the price is just redonkulous, and CCP being such a mysterious designer, or mysterious label, sorry, I should say, just adds a bit more fuel to their wanting to purchase things from them. If you wish to learn more about these boots and CCP, then I'll be sure to leave links in the description box down below. Also, the boy Owen did a video with regards to these boots that he copped, and because he was a first time buyer, you might be able to get a lot more information with regards to the packaging and all sorts of stuff from him. In fact, the Rick Owens dunks as well, if you wish to know how to style it, and someone who's got a good eye for it, Ray has also purchased those, so do check out their videos. I'll be sure to leave them in the cards or in the description box down below. But that is going to conclude this video with 3 pairs of sneakers, well, 3 pairs of shoes, 2 sneakers, 1 pair of boots. There's another pair of boots that I'm waiting. Customs are just holding on to it for such a long time. It's taking the piss. I hate it, but you know what, shit happens. It's been well over 4 weeks now, but man, those boots I'm gassed about. Then, as I said, there's another pair of sneakers which hopefully, fingers crossed, I should be getting in the next week or so. That is going to conclude this video. If you wish to follow me on my social media, it's all right here, Sangiev. If you wish to see me style these pieces, then check out my Instagram, or let me know in the comment section down below if you wish to see a video. And that's definitely something that I would love to do if there is enough demand for it. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up, share, subscribe, do all that other jazz. Have a beautiful day. Take care. Peace. Also, the hair, I know it's kind of all over the place, but like I said, it's going through a growth stage, and yeah, we'll see where it goes. Shirts is from Valentino, and all the jewelry, description box down below.